Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving deep, literally, into the amazing technology that lets us see the hidden world of pipes and cables buried right under our feet. So here's what we're going to cover. First, we'll look at the challenge of this hidden world. Then, we'll meet the RD8200SG, the tool built to solve it. We'll break down how it actually works, see how it creates super accurate maps, touch on the critical safety aspects, and finally, look at what this all means for the future.
All right, so first things first, let's really set the stage for the problem this technology is designed to tackle.
I mean, have you ever really stopped to think about what's down there? It's this incredibly complex, totally invisible network of essential utilities. We're talking power lines, communication cables, gas pipes, water mains, all the stuff that basically makes our modern lives possible.
And the stakes here are just incredibly high. Digging without knowing what's below isn't just an oopsie, it can be catastrophic. Every single construction project, every road repair, is navigating this hidden minefield.
So how do professionals safely get around in this underground world? Well, they use some pretty amazing tools designed to see the unseen.
And this is it, the RD8200SG system. It's really a team of two devices. You've got the transmitter, which creates a specific signal, and then the locator, which is basically the detective that tracks that signal down. Think of it like putting a tiny little bell on a specific pipe so you can follow the sound through all the noise.
Now check this out. What's so cool here is how much information the operator gets in real time. That big bar at the top, that's your signal strength. But you've also got depth readings, battery life, Bluetooth status. It's basically a complete dashboard for what's happening underground.
And this slide really gives you a sense of the sheer level of detail we're talking about. You've got icons for GPS status, a compass, different antenna modes, even that little arrow icon for current direction, which is amazing for picking out one specific cable from a whole bundle. It gives you such a rich, detailed picture of that hidden world.
Okay, so let's get into the nitty-gritty. How does this system actually find a pipe that's buried deep underground? How does it all work?
Well, there are two main ways to go about it. First is passive locating. That's kind of like eavesdropping. You're just listening for signals that are already out there, like from a power cable. But active locating, that's where the real precision comes in. You use the transmitter to call out with a very specific signal, and the locator listens for that exact call, ignoring all the other background noise.
And to create that active signal, operators have a few options. They can make a direct connection to a utility, which gives the absolute strongest and clearest signal. If they can't do that, they can use induction, which basically just floods the ground with the signal. And for live cables, they have a special clamp that can apply the signal safely without having to disconnect anything.
The locator itself is like a Swiss Army knife too. It has multiple antenna modes, and each one is a specialized tool. For example, you might use guidance mode to get a quick trace of a line's general path, but then you'd switch over to peak mode to get the pinpoint, dead-on accurate spot. It's all about having the right tool for the right moment.
But, just finding the utility is really only half the battle. The real magic, the game changer, is when you can map it with survey-grade accuracy.
And this is where the device transforms from just a locator into a seriously powerful mapping tool. It has a high-precision GNSS antenna built right in, and GNSS is just a fancy term for a super accurate version of the GPS in your phone. And it ties that location data directly into the workflow. So it all starts by pairing two different Bluetooth modules to a phone or tablet. One of them is for the GNSS antenna, that's what handles the hyper-accurate location, and the other one is for the locator itself, which sends all the depth and signal data. Then inside the mapping software, you just tell the app which is which. You're basically saying, okay, this Bluetooth signal is the where, and this other signal is the what. It links the GPS position with the utility's data.
And here's the payoff. Once the system gets what's called an RTK fix, which is just a super high accuracy connection that's correcting for GPS errors in real time, the operator can just walk along the path of the utility, hit the survey key in, boom, a precise data point with location, depth, and signal current is instantly captured right onto a digital map. It's incredible.
Now, this technology is obviously amazing, but it's used in some potentially very hazardous situations. So we absolutely have to talk about safety because it is priority number one.
Yeah, the user manual does not mince words. This is a direct quote, and it's there for a reason. This work has to be done by qualified people because the transmitter itself can output some really dangerous voltages.
And that's why the guide is just filled with these critical warnings. It's a constant reminder that even a tool this advanced has its limits. It can't detect every single thing underground. So caution, proper training, and following safety rules are completely non-negotiable.
Okay, so let's zoom back out for a second and just look at the massive bigger picture that this technology makes possible.
By taking this invisible infrastructure and turning it into precise, shareable data, the RD8200SG helps prevent damage, it allows for way better asset management, and, at the end of the day, it protects lives. What used to be a dangerous guessing game is now a known quantity on a map.
And that's the big question, isn't it? This ability to create a reliable, accurate digital twin of our underground world. It just opens up a whole new frontier for safer construction and smarter city planning. It's not just about finding one pipe anymore. It's about building a comprehensive, accurate map of the world beneath our feet for generations to come.